Hello folks, today I'm going to give you a quick overview of this Xigmatek Aquila PC case. Basically because when I was researching, well trying to research it before buying it, I could find precious little information about it other than the basic specs. So before I do is in any way further, let's take a quick look at it. Front panel, as you can see, is nice and clean. No buttons on it, no ports, no jacks, just a nice plain grille in the front. There's actually space for a, I believe, 120 or 140 mil fan behind that front grille. If you want to use that as an intake, you can. Moving on to the side panel. As you can see, it's a windowed case. This case is available without a window, which would add a bit more strength to it. It's a solid case, but with being a windowed case, that side panel does have a little bit of flex to it. If you look down the right hand side as well, you can see two USB 3.0 jacks. There is an HD audio jack there for your headphones and a microphone, and that little tiny dot below it you might be able to see is actually your LED and power notification light. Around the back panel, you can see at the top the exhaust fan grille. There is two ducts at the top for water cooling solutions. There are 4 PCI Express slots, so even fitting like a 3-slot card isn't an issue. Power supply is fitted down at the bottom, as you can see. I should stop saying as you can see, and not much more going on there really. Other panel, completely uneventful. There's nothing going on there whatsoever. I quite like the design of it. The carry handles at the top are useful if you move your case about a lot. If you go to LAN parties, it's handy for that. They are sturdy. They take quite a bit. It is a heavy case, though I will say that if you're thinking about going to LAN parties, it's quite a heavy case to use. Again, at the bottom we've got this. It's not a handle as such, but what would you call it, a riser maybe. It does a good job of keeping power supply off the floor, which adds to the cooling, greatly adds the airflow. So let's get the side panel off and we'll take a look inside it. These side panels are quite difficult to get off the first time. It's high quality fitting. It's quite tight, you know, it's not loose, it's not going to fall off if you forget to put your screws back in. Okay, taking a quick look inside the case, you can see straight away down the bottom right hand corner, if I can move out a wee bit here just to get a better view, down in the bottom right corner there is a toolless bay for your 3.5-inch hard drives. It holds 2. To your right I've got 120mm Casa Apache Black installed. I believe it can also support up to 160mm fans. If I remove this a bit more, you can see at the top corner there. Here there is a cutout panel for your 5.5 or 5.25 inch DVD drive or Blu-ray drive, wherever you have. Underneath it as well there's a cutout for a floppy drive. I'm guessing that's just a legacy from a previous case because there is nowhere in the front panel for that to come out, and why would you want it anyway? Speaking of your optical drives, I have removed it in my case because I didn't need it, but there is an optical drive bay that comes pre-installed in the case when you get it. I removed it so that I could fit an additional fan on top, and also because I don't use DVD drives anymore. There's no point in keeping it in. What else can I show you? The motherboard tray on this particular case is horizontal, as you can see. Now I really like this. I liked it in the Bitfinex Prodigy in the MITX version. I don't really like the micro ATX version of the Prodigy because they moved the motherboard tray to a vertical position. I don't know why they did that, because plenty of modders were able to get a micro ATX board in quite easily, really. I don't know why they made that decision. I prefer the horizontal tray because there's no weight being carried on the rather delicate connection between the graphics card and the motherboard. It's not supporting the weight of the graphics card, it's not supporting the cables that are pulling on the graphics card. It's a better solution in my opinion. So if you were interested in Phoenix Prodigy and you had a micro ATX board or a micro ATX main board, this is a great alternative to that case. It has all the benefits of that. It's not much bigger really, it's about the same size really. If you discount the carry handles, it's about the same size, to be honest with you. On the top I have got a self-contained water cooling kit installed. That's the Corsair H55. On above that I have got two static pressure fans, two high power static pressure fans, one feeding the radiator, the other just blowing cold air into the case. Back you can see maybe just about, see it peeking above the graphics card. Maybe not. It's a pre-installed Xigmatek exhaust fan. It's actually, for a freebie fan, it's pretty decent. It's got good bearings on it, it's whisper quiet. So it's always nice when you get a decent component installed for free. What you can't see from this angle is behind that power supply unit there is another toolless bay for your SSDs. Again, it's the same idea, you just basically insert it into a caddy and then the caddy inserts into the bay. There's space for two drives around there. And the only thing around the back is all my MSE cables. Cable management in this case is pretty good, to be fair. There are apertures everywhere, there's holes everywhere, cable routing is brilliant, and behind that the hard drive bay is perfect for hiding all excess cabling. One thing I will say, this came with the front cables, for the front pallet cables, sorry. They are massive. The ones that come with the case are huge. I would say easily twice the length of the case, which is good if you want to route them around components and stuff, but I had no need for them, so I swapped them out for third party cables. The thing you will see in the back as well is there is four, I went into it a little bit earlier, it was 4 PCI slots, so even fitting a triple slot card is simple. It's not a problem whatsoever, and it's also toolless locking as well, so you don't have to mess about with tiny screws. Just literally unscrew that, pull it up, put your card in, push it back down and retighten the screw. That's all there is to that. So basically that's it. I mean, it's a great case. I would recommend it to anybody looking for small-ish form factor cuboid style case. I like it a lot. I like how it looks. The fact that it looks like something out of Portal as well is always a bonus, in my opinion. I think it's a rather attractive looking case. Nice modern thing. It's clean, it's neatly designed, brilliant airflow inside it. As well thought out planning for your peripherals. I like this PSU being underneath the motherboard. It just tidies everything up. There's no cables going everywhere. Yeah, I would recommend it to anybody in the market for this type of case, or the Phoenix Prodigy, or even perhaps the Aerocool Dead Silence as well. I think it's a similar sort of product. I really rate this. It's good value for money. I think it's currently perhaps £20 cheaper than the Prodigy. Selling around 65 online if you can find it at the minute. Yeah, so that's basically it. Sorry if this video bored you, I couldn't find any info on it before, so I thought maybe if this helps someone out, all the better. And if it doesn't, yeah, well, you can just ignore it. Alright, thanks. See you again.